Hi there, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm GhostPrime, and I didn't do a review on the Legacy United Animated Optimus Prime toy yet, partially because I don't know how I feel about it. So I'm going to go over it in this video, and you can check it out, and then at the end I'll give you my impressions of it. And so, let me know what you think of this down in the comments, and without any further ado, let's get to the review. So, this is Animated Universe Optimus Prime, and he is done up like the others in a G1ified animated form, which I don't know if it really works for this one. There are a few things that I find weird, but overall, it's an okay robot mode. It does some interesting things, but it's very blocky, but it still tries to do a little bit of that animated look where he has a pelvic thrust. Before we go any further, let's take a look at the box. Now, in the box, he does come in an open window. He has a set of instructions. And there he is in his alt mode on the front, the 4 lights. I actually like this artwork. I think that's cool. Here he is on the side. Again, pretty good artwork. I'm just not a big fan of how his face looks right here. I don't like that look at all. It doesn't look like the toy, so it's interesting. On the back, there's 23 steps into the truck mode, which if you notice they have this piece on the back like that. There's no real good place for it to go. 40 years of Transformers and Legacy United. Now he does come with his giant axe here, which is extendable, which is actually really, really cool, and done up in this translucent blue plastic color here. Yeah, it's all right. It's a lot of plastic, and it looks really good with him, but I can't help but to think they could have used the plastic and the budget a little better. He also comes with this piece here, which does come off. Usually you just keep this on. This is also done in completely translucent plastic and is painted with the blue and red. There's also pegs here, and I'm not sure if that is just to attach things to him or because of a future repaint for this guy down the line, because this just covers it up. Could probably fit some LEDs in there, actually, make it look really cool if it lights up. But let's get close on that head sculpt. So the head sculpt is all right. I think the sculpt gets a little washed out when you see his lips there. I would like to see if there was, I would have liked there to have been a cowl there, but it's not too bad. He has really, really big, sort of almost Frankenstein-esque, I don't know what you call these, on the side of his face, his ears. It doesn't really have a lot of paint. I mean, you get the black lining, you get the blue, 2 different kinds of blue and silver, but I wish they had the yellow. Here I am complaining about a bunch of different colors on a modern toy, but I wish they had the yellow. The yellow here, it would just, I think it would look nice. Anyway, moving on over to his shoulder, he has an Autobot logo. These pieces are actually translucent plastic. They're just painted like a smoky black. During transformation, you can actually see through it. I think got some yellow that shows up here and on his cod piece, and that is fully painted, which is nice. Part of his abdomen here, the grill is painted, but the part of it's not. This is a hinge. I don't think this particularly works, at least not in my opinion. It makes it look disjointed. Kind of weird. The blue is painted here. He has plastic here on his forearms. Paint, of course, all up here for the truck mode. Not really much paint on the back. Not really too hollow either. There's some hollow bits here, here, and right there. Overall, I think it looks solid. Joint-wise, his joints, he has his heads on a ball joint. Can do 360. He has 360 at the waist. Joints are really tight, although I got it pegged in, but if you don't have this pegged in completely, it does happen to pull open. Like you kind of see it do there. See, kind of pulls open if you don't have it pegged in, because these are real tight. Shoulders go out to there. Bicep swivel, full range of the elbow, mainly due to transformation. He has a wrist swivel. He has a swivel at the thigh there. He could kick. He could run, I guess. There's some hollowness showing up there too. His knee, over 90, which is nice, good range. His feet have a good range. You could do a ankle tilt, and you go forward and backward. Mainly this does that for transformation, but you can get nice poses with it from that way. Let's do a comparison real quick with the original Animated Prime. Let's see if I can get close on the head sculpts together. That's as close as I could get in the same frame. So just to show you kind of what I was talking about here with the colors, you got the blue showing up I like these yellow stripes that up there. That I think they should be there. He doesn't have any of the ears. I thought he did. Maybe that was Toxitron. But otherwise, color does check out between the two. Down here in the abdomen and the waist definitely look very, very similar. I like the black. The blue could be a little darker on this. This is more of a pastel-y blue, but it kind of fits with a deeper red, I think. This is an orangey red. At least it shows up on camera a little orangey. It looks more red in person. But it looks pretty good. Now, he does have a little tiny sculpted detail here that would be for the yellow. And they made him with kind of, you know, I guess G1 style vents on the front. There they are by the side. Now, one thing you could really see here, if I could move their arms out of the way, I don't like how they did this. This just looks like this with the pelvic thrust, where this has a nice S-curve. I think they missed the mark on that one, and you could actually see it in other Transformers from Japan that kind of have that. I think it's more of a Japanese sort of heroic stance, to where this is more of an American style hero stance. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's just kind of the way I feel, because I think this was designed in the US, if I'm not mistaken, or at least the art was for sure by Derek J. Wyatt. There they are from the back. But as you can see, height-wise, they're similar. This was a Voyager back in the day, and he is a Voyager today. And just because, here he is with the deluxe animated Optimus Prime. And here he is with Prowl and Bumblebee. I think height-wise, definitely nails it. These are the height that they should be. I think this is really cool that they got the height right on these. Very cool that they did that. One more little comparison I'd like to do is with the Deluxe's axe, because the Voyager one comes with a weird axe. This one's much more accurate to the cartoon. But as you can see, the size difference on them. Of course, Deluxe Voyager. But I think they did a really good job on this axe. I think it looks really good. All right, so let's get to the transformation. The transformation on this guy is fun, although I think the truck was weird. So to get into it first, we're going to go ahead and take the fists, open them up, like push the fist out and down like that, and then the whole fist goes all the way around in. Get the back of the fist lining up there, and close it. Same thing here, open, in, close. Line these sections up here, and then close the arms. Make sure it's all lined up, or it won't line up in truck mode. Take the chest, move that up and over. Take this, move this out. They're supposed to peg back here. Go ahead and move those out. Move this whole section up. Turn this part around. Open this. Close these. And move them up. You take this arm section on both sides, and there is a little tab. There's a little slot right there, and a tab on the underside here. So you just turn that around. Tab that in like that. So it kind of has this whole, makes one piece. What's really cool is, this is a little chair that is molded into the back of the arm. And if you look inside here, there's a steering wheel and this little thing here for the glove box or something for the dash. And that is reminiscent of how it appeared in Transformers, the animated series. And also you can see through the windows there. So I don't know if there's a repaint, because this is a full-on clear piece instead of paint. So it's really cool that they went that far with this. So just take this with the other arm. And what will happen is these fold in together like that. It's folded into the seats, and the seats and everything come up in here like that. And these all just tabs in here on either side. And what's cool is it's very tiny, right? It's only that big, but it actually kind of has a little cab in there. It's a neat little Easter egg. This has 2 tabs and slots here. That goes up. Move that up, move up like that, and tabs into there. Then you go ahead and put this piece up and tab into the top, which mine doesn't stay super well. I usually got to play with it for a while before it stays. Same with this back piece. Then the legs here, take the legs and see, open it up, move the feet down, out, just do it together. Like so. You gotta turn the waist around. No, wait, no, you don't. We move this like this. So the whole leg fits into this hole here. Like that. Move that around like that. Let's kind of go into there. Now, what do you do with the feet? The feet are just there. So there's 4 slots there, right? And there's round peg holes and pegs. So the pegs fit into these holes. Oh, and there's a little slot right here. Slot tab. Slot that in like that. That holds it all together. Now it holds together super tight. There's the truck. Except for the top part here. But it rolls. Holds together pretty well. Once you get that seated in, it'll stay. At least on mine, it has problems because of this door. Never quite get this door lined up. And I don't know. I really don't know what it is. There's a little gap there that doesn't usually appear on this side. See there, it's nice and flush. Well, that one has a bit of a gap. But I think it's the way the arm is turned on there. But it's hard to get it just right. Now, I think he looks pretty good from the front. Decent from the front. I don't even mind the bumper. Sometimes he appeared this way in the cartoon, which was a broken bumper. This is done in gray. These are gray. They went really far to hide the front wheels, which is very odd to me. There is no silver hubs at all. The feet just sticking here on the back is also very strange. Maybe he'll have a trailer too, because there's these little tiny like posts that look like 2 posts could go in here, and they can make him have a trailer or something go on the back of it. I'd be all for that to cover this piece up. That's really the one thing I don't like. The one thing I mainly don't like. I can deal with this. The one thing I mainly don't like is that part. And as seen on the box, his weapon is to be stored like so. Which, honestly, is not great. I wish there was a better place to put it. Maybe you could pretend it's a gun and stick it on the side, because he do have ports there. Maybe he's jousting. Yeah, I would like it to be like the other one. We go like that, like the deluxe. It would be cool to do that. Can't do that. Here he is with the original for comparison. So you can see there's much more of a greater slope here than here. They try to make this more like a Generation 1 cab. It also has more of a slope on the back. Now, this being flat isn't that bad of a thing. This is really, really steep. From the back, other side, top. I do like that this is red and blue, like it should be. But they look pretty decent, and they're almost the same size, to be honest. Here he is with Siege Ratchet or the Auto Trooper. How they look together, also from the animated universe. So in my opinion, I think he's a reasonable update, but I think they could have done better in a few spots. He's okay, and if you're collecting animated, I don't think it scratches the itch for a modern engineering Transformers animated figure. And what I mean by that is the design staying the same. I would love to see an animated get the Masteries treatment or something just to have that design. There were a lot of people that did not like animated to begin with, and I think that's why Hasbro might be afraid of going that route with the traditional animated style, because they don't think it would sell. I, for one, would totally buy them. But I'm not everyone. You let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think of him? Will you be picking him up, or have you already picked him up? And do you think the design is a good design? Transformation-wise, I think it's a super fun transformation. I really dig the transformation. I dig the heart that went into it, especially like with the interior. That's something that they didn't need to sculpt in there, but they did. And I think that's a cool little Easter egg. So there's a lot of love in this, but I would like to see him just sort of go all the way with it. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next review.